What's going on with the Cavs? What's going on with the Cavs? And this is not a panic thing right now, but it's not that they're losing right now, and they're technically out of the playoff, the play-in tournament right now. They don't look good. They don't look great against these. And granted, we had last year's good start, but we're not playing complimentary right now.
No, not at all. This team defensively is nowhere near where they were last year. I don't buy the whole, well, they added Max Strus and Niang and a couple of these other guys. Like, no, that's not why this defense isn't playing well right now. You're talking about the Cavaliers that are now 3-5, currently 11th in the Eastern Conference. They're a game back in Miami for the 10 seed, which obviously 7, 8, 9, and 10 make the play-in. It's odd. They're 0-2 in the division, which is worrisome because – to me, the Indiana Pacers look like a very good basketball team right now. I don't care what the record is. The Detroit Pistons are a lot better than what they were last year. And the reason I'm worried about the Pistons is they have two big guys down low that are rebounding the crap out of the basketball. The other night, they combined for 29 rebounds amongst two people.
Right.
It's a team that I almost feel like is setting themselves up to be able to defend the Cavs moving forward, to be able to compete within the Central Division and fight with the Cavs. But this is also a team that didn't have Darius Garland for 2 or 3 games, didn't have Karis LeVert for a game, didn't have Jared Allen for a number of games. I'm not sitting here saying fire JB Bickerstaff. Who are you going to go get? Who are you going to promote that's going to change this team around? But, and I'm not worried. They've played 8 games. It's November 10th. They played 8 games for November 8th. Their next game's against the Warriors. They're going to be on the West Coast then for 3 games, the Warriors, the Kings, and the Blazers. But if they don't figure this out by Christmas, not only are you opening up a can of worms in terms of the coach, but the whole thing that we don't want to talk about of Donovan Mitchell not being happy and leaving us for New York, I think starts to get legs.
Yeah.
And you want to keep him happy because you want to keep him here at all costs because he's one of the best players in the NBA. I really believe that.
Yeah, he is.
And I just think it's more of they haven't all played together yet. And maybe Jared Allen's not in really good shape. He struggled the other night against Oklahoma City. He had 6 rebounds. Like, there's no reason a 7-footer should not be out. A 7-footer his size, we know he doesn't have the thickness of, what was the nickname you gave the Knicks? Hartenstein and Robinson. Robinstein. They don't, like, those guys are big. They're tall and thick. Yeah. They're hard to move. Jared Allen should be able to bully Chet Holmgren, a guy who didn't even play his rookie year. And he's struggling there too. So you have to just hope it's just he's coming back from the injury, right? He doesn't have his full game shape yet. The biggest concern for the Cavs is Evan Mobley. He has not taken the step you wanted to see yet.
No.
Last year he improved. You thought, okay, there it is. Like, I remember Brian Windhorst being, the Cavs might have the best player from that draft. He's this and he can do that. And he has not thus far been able to improve to be able to be the same player every game. He's had the game against the Pacers, I believe, where he had 30-some points. In the next game, he had 4 against the Knicks.
Yep.
He's too streaky. He got to find that consistent level because I do think Donovan Mitchell will get his whenever he wants. Darius Garland can get his whenever he wants. We've seen it before. Evan Mobley being a post presence necessarily can't take over a game like those other two because he doesn't handle the ball. And when he does handle the ball, get it out of his hands because we saw a fast break last week where he tried to throw it ahead to Darius Garland, was out of bounds. He's just been underwhelming so far this year. And he's still young. I'm not going to say he's a bust. He's not a bust.
No.
He's
the guy made what? The all-rookie team?
Yeah.
He was in the Rising Stars.
Should have won Rookie of the Year. That's still surprised he was not able to defeat Scotty Barnes of Toronto for that. But is Donovan Mitchell the best player? Yes. Is Darius Garland? He was just rated 8th, I believe, in top players under the age of 25 in the NBA.
Yeah.
Is he another really, really good player for you? Yes, but I think this team goes as Evan Mobley goes because if he can take pressure off Garland and Mitchell and those two can have the ability to drive and not just pass for alley-oop dunks, but Mobley can consistently hit that mid-range jumper, step out and hit a 3 consistently, this offense opens up.
Well, the Garland thing is interesting to me because the guy has when I saw him in the preseason, I'm like, oh, he's already in midseason form. He's ready to go. The guy's got as many turnovers as he does assists right now. He's not shooting many three-pointers. Whenever he goes inside against like multiple defenders, I'm like, ugh. Like with Mitchell, I go, ugh, but a lot of times he can finish.
Yes. Yes.
Darius, not as much.
No.
But
and I think two things of that are Mitchell is more athletic. Mitchell's been playing longer, and he knows how to do it and what to attack on certain teams and players and defenses. But I'm not worried about Darius. I'm more worried about Evan Mobley. I really think, although he's not the all around best player in this team will go as far as he wants them to go. I'm not sitting here saying blow it up. I'm not sitting here saying get rid of Jared Allen. That's not what I'm saying at all. But I give it till Christmas, Mitch, before I would start to hit the panic button, because if they don't turn it around here soon, like I said, they're on the West Coast now, Warriors, Kings, Blazers, and they come home and they play the Pistons in that in-season tournament group play. Then they have the Nuggets. Then they're at Philly. Then they come home, they play the Heat, the Lakers, the Raptors, and the Hawks. They have five, and the Blazers. They have 5 straight home games to end the month of November. This team has to figure it out. This team cannot afford to go too far down, because right now there's teams in the Eastern Conference that I didn't expect.
Pacers,
yeah,
in your own division, the Pacers are 6-3.
They're ahead of Milwaukee. I mean, I don't think Brooklyn's as good as they're showing. Orlando at 4-4, Toronto at 4-4. I don't think they're as good as they're showing. But we're 8 games, 9 games, 10 games in for some of these teams. That's why I'm not pressing the
right.
button.
If come back to me at the end of the month.
Yeah, 100%. I think at the end of the month it's fair, especially when I just told you the Cavs have 5 home games to end the month of November.
I agree with that.
So I don't know. I'm not firing the coach.
Not right now. Not right now.
It's not.
Who are you going to find right now?
Well, but and who from the staff are you willing to promote?
Darwin Ham Jr.?
Yeah.
You saw someone put up the picture of him at the Cavs thing, and I didn't get the joke at first. They were saying like, "Oh man, we're cooked" or something like that, and I'm like, "What?" I didn't know what that thing was. If someone saw that tweet and can tell me what it meant in the comments, let me know. But yeah, otherwise I was a little lost on that.
Yeah,
I didn't know we had him at first.
Neither did I.
Yeah,
neither did I. Cavs will be fine. I truly believe that
I think
they're
so.
gonna be fine. And I think a lot of people aren't talking about them right now because the Browns are 5-3. We live in a sports city.
That is true.
That if the one team that's playing right now is not performing, they go to the other team, the team that's coming up next. And last year the Browns weren't playing well. It was all about the Cavs.
Yeah.
You've seen it before with baseball. You know, the Guardians, Indians at the time will distract you from the Browns throughout the playoffs.
It used to always be if the Indians or Guardians would be in the playoffs and the Cavs are starting off well, it would always be those two teams just sucking away whatever Browns' attention there was. The Browns usually were terrible.
Yeah, I mean, that was the year they were winless, I believe. 16.
16 was the year of the 16 was the World Series coming off the NBA Finals, and then the one Christmas Eve victory we got over the Chargers on that missed field goal. That was a year for Cleveland. It really, really was.
I would not like to relive the Browns part of that, but I would relive the other two.
Well, you'd rather live the next year? I'd at least have that one victory that you can hang your hat on. Like, yeah, we won a game.
I didn't say that. I don't want that. I don't want either. I don't
All right.
ever relive the Hugh Jackson experience
Or the parade, yeah.